So I think, I think maybe, it's probably been 6 to 8 hours after returning to the ship.
Try not to get
So
arrested. There are some rules.
if you guys have gone out and about, you might not be on the ship, but I knew for anyone who is still on board, somebody approaches the ship. So anyone paying attention to the ship cameras, Olga, for example, who is always paying attention to the ship cameras, sees someone approaching the crew ladder to the ship. And I think this person is probably relatively tall. Let's generate this person, shall we?
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. So this person, about average height, a rather athletic build. She is wearing a uniform that looks distinctly military. Like corporate security looks military in their bearing and their uniform. This person is like a step up. Whoever they are, they have like an insignia emblazoned on their breast. Their uniform is a cut above standard. It doesn't just look like a standard bulk printed, mass produced like corporate security. And she looks up into like where the external camera is on the ship, and she says, "For anyone listening, here for an audience."
Yeah, I think Augur, you're the first one who notices this because
Yeah,
Miriam's
for sure.
playing with the dog.
Are there external speakers?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Greetings. What may your name be?
Dave.
Says, you can call me Sandy.
Greetings, Sandy. We are the Herald Augur. It is a pleasure to meet you.
She kind of looks around. Ship AI?
No. Why would you assume that?
The way you speak.
Oh, okay. You can come in if you'd like.
She smiles. I would. Could you have your crew meet me somewhere and maybe direct me to wherever that place is? I'm unarmed.
Follow the open door. Why would you mention that?
she laughs, and I think like she's meaning for it to be under her breath, but you catch it. She says, "Definitely AI," and she she out louder. She says, "It's just the fact most people want to know before letting an unknown person step on board their ship. It's fine."
Well, may we ask a question, Sandy?
You may.
Why does us asking that question make us... And then, like, there's a replay of what she said. Like, definitely AI.
She hears her own voice kind of quietly go, "Definitely AI." She says, "In my experience, younger AI don't seem to understand things other people do. For example, the reason why most people would like to know if the person is armed."
What would you call that?
Inexperience? Naivety? I don't know.
Oh.
Youth?
Okay. Well, just follow the doors, Sandy.
I will. Thank you, Olga. And she steps up, climbs up the crew ladder, and
So which closet
doors.
do you lead her to?
Yeah, where are you leading
Um,
her, and have you told anyone else?
Yeah, just to,
Yeah,
just,
my first question is, have you told anyone else? Because
so
Miriam is probably playing with the dog in the ship. Like you have the entrance to the ship, and there's the storage compartment, the large
Yeah.
storage bay, and that's a perfect place to throw ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, so over the speaker, Olga says, "Crew to the mess hall, please. Crew to the mess hall. Crew to the mess hall."
But I don't want tea. I
like-
whisper quietly to myself.
And in every person's room, like a door opens, and a passage leading towards the mess hall is established. And Olga
Oh my
begins
god, I can just imagine Green going like, no, no.
Olga goes to the mess hall, or was already there and is preparing tea.
Yeah, cool. All right. So I mean, Olga, you tell me, because this is your timeline that's playing out. Who arrives first? Like, you're already there. You're making tea. Who out of the people you've called arrive first?
What does Ethan do?
It's Ethan, you bastard.
Kind of doesn't. Like, he doesn't really have a job yet.
Olga's
He
teaching-
generally just kind of hangs around tail.
Okay.
I mean, he fixed you, Matt. So
Oh, he fixed me. That's right.
Yeah, he knows something about mechanics.
Olga is because Olga also knows something about mechanics, and that means that there's a correlation between knowing about mechanics and brewing tea. So
Yeah, okay.
Olga is
Clearly a
teaching-
correlation.
Olga is teaching Ethan how to brew tea, like a good
So
tea.
Ethan's already there as well. Right.
Yep.
So who's next?
Oh, that's Tail.
She wanders
tail?
in completely out of it like normal.
Yeah, Tail, then Green, and then I think Miriam and the guest arrive at the same time.
Okay.
Because they were
Alright.
really, they were really
What
close
weird
to each
item
other.
does Green have this time, Matt?
Green doesn't have anything. He just walks in.
Oh,
So
I was thinking I couldn't think of anything. I was going to say a
he's
plunger.
wearing a crew jumpsuit now.
With the
like,
crew
has
with the crew name and boiler
yeah,
onto
like it
it.
has the name of the ship on the back. I don't even know if you guys have that yet.
No, we don't. But that doesn't
Um,
exist.
Yeah.
There's a name
yeah.
tag that says boss.
He walks in, takes a seat. He a lighthearted conversation, and then Miriam, you walk in from one side of the mess hall, and from the other side of the mess hall, you see a woman who is very clearly military, from her bearing, from the way she walks, from what she's wearing, from the way she holds herself. She was either military at some point, still is, or paramilitary, or something.
I didn't know we had another crew member.
Everyone, this is Sandy. She has something to talk about. But first, tea.
She does like a little hi.
But
I'm
I
gonna roll
don't
my
want
tea
tea.
skill.
is she
Yeah.
Martian?
No,
I rolled a 12 on this is some baller ass tea.
it's good
But
tea.
I don't want tea.
Yeah, I mean Sandy will
Yeah,
happily
the
accept.
tea is brewed in
classic tea.
I think a see-through. Oh yeah, see-through like just glass. It's just a glass teapot. All the cups are made of glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
So
a
Miriam
red
enters
tea.
and she's like got the dog in her hands. It's just like drops it on the mess hall floor and he's just like jumping around being a dog.
Being excited. Sandy like kind of kneels down and like gives the dog some pats and stands up and accepts the tea from Olga. Thank you. You're Olga?
It is a pleasure to meet you in person.
It is. And she kind of looks around at the others.
Hi,
You want
I'm
to
Tail.
introduce us, Augur?
This is Tail Domingo. She is Tail. That is Green. He seems to procure things that others can't. Ethan is learning to fix things and make tea. And this is our illustrious captain, Miriam.
She has a dog.
What's the dog's name?
Sandy.
What? You don't know the dog's name?
No fucking clue.
No, we forgot it.
Oh my god.
It
Do
has
you know
been
the
3
dog's name?
months.
I have the dog's name.
Oh, so he called us
somewhere.
out for not
you
knowing the
don't
name.
know
But he
the
doesn't know his
dog's
own
name.
dog's name.
It's written somewhere.
Convenient.
A lot of things are written somewhere.
The dog's now
Yeah.
named Jeffrey.
Oh god.
Rupert.
Lane.
Tail says, and she has a dog, and then Olga says, "Oh, of course, that is insert dog's name."
I think you actually say that.
Insert dog name. Insert dog name. Insert dog name.
Error, file not found.
His name is Seth. His name is Seth.
Seth. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So yeah, okay. So Sandy addresses herself to you, Miriam, and says, "A pleasure, Captain."
Pleasure is all yours.
She smiles. I'm sure. I think, yeah, I mean, she's sipping her tea, and she says, "I'll cut to it. I have a opportunity for you and your crew."
Does it involve strange boxes or men who don't eat?
She smiles. What happened? It does.
Is his name Luther?
I don't think his name's important.
Everyone's name is important.
And yeah, she turns back to Miriam.
Why, I am just a humble merchant. What can I do for such military peoples?
She, yeah, I mean, she looks at you. What was it? It was executioner? Is that the name of your branch?
Yeah, she's a Martian executioner.
Yeah, she says, I seem to have it on authority that you are a particular brand of Martian. One who would be quite valuable to an operation I'm planning.
Well, are you hiring me or the crew?
What was that, sorry?
Are you hiring just me then? Or the crew?
I lagged again there for a second. Apologies.
Oh.
Third time's the charm.
Are you just are you just here for me, or are you for the crew as well?
She looks around. I'm sure they have their value, or else they wouldn't be with you.
Yes.
Tail goes to say something, Green stops her.
Yeah, and she steps back and kind of looks around and says, and besides, dangerous business having, and she looks at Tail and Green and Ethan. 3 people of a particular background on your ship.
Oh, I'm sure they know how to behave themselves around me. It's fine.
She smiles. You've been clever not to bring them out at the same time so far. 3 people all covering their necks. Raises eyebrows.
Tail's neck is completely uncovered at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
Wow.
Actually, they're probably all are, because I didn't expect a random person to be on the ship.
Yeah. She just says that is their problem, not mine.
Yeah, they were just told to come to the Mess hall.
Yeah.
Tail waves at her.
You say
He
you
says-
have a operation? Offer
I
to
do.
make?
One lucrative to a captain in the right position.
What about a captain slightly to the left? Will that be lucrative for them as well?
You're ignored.
And what do you need one such captain to do?
I would need. How would you put this? I would need a distraction. Diversion.
I'm very distracting.
So you need me to play bait.
No. I need you to play exactly as you just did. A sniper. In a high point. Making sure anyone who could be looking keeps their head down.
Will I be breaking any laws?
Quite a few, I'd imagine.
You see, a problem with being high profile is everybody knows you're in town.
She smiles. Only the right people know you're in town.
And my kind of marksmanship is a signature, yes? I could be traced to this location.
Then you already have been.
That was unfortunate.
Yes, but you're asking me to participate in a military operation. So my question is, against whom?
A man with a box.
Now, why would I be so foolish as to end up with the wrong side of Blue Sun's hypertech?
Because you'd end up on the right side of someone more powerful. Blue Suns are a fringe organization, mainly dealing in outer rim medicines. In places like this, they provide valuable medical support for a barely human-missable biosphere.
Will you tell us what's in the box?
No.
Then I don't want to do it.
So, you are someone more powerful than Blue Suns. You are not Yansar?
No.
No. You are not EKB. Hmm. So who exactly will I be working for?
Me.
Hmm. But you see, I already achieved my goal.
She nods.
Ah,
She nods and she steps back and she says, "Listen, if you don't want the job, I'll still achieve this without you. I'll just lose more of my men doing it. It's not the perfect situation, but it is what it is. And considering I've already lost 4 men today, I don't plan on losing many more."
you didn't like it when the gun was turned to your men. You want to turn it around. You want to buy it.
Tail repeats again. That was unfortunate for her. Her head exploded.
We did warn them. We said they shouldn't do that, but they didn't listen, unfortunately.
Hmm.
They coveted that which was not theirs.
So, you want me to play goalkeeper so that you can steal the box.
It is a very fancy box. It can float.
I don't think I will be saying yes to this, but just in case, I will ask Augur what he thinks.
And I will ask Green.
Augur,
Yes, Miriam.
you are a pretty good guy and a good judge of character. If I say yes to this job, what will happen?
Sandy,
Yes, Olga,
did you enjoy our tea?
I did. It was very well prepared. Your handiwork.
Of course. Ethan helped, though.
She smiles. You know, I could do with someone like you on my ship.
Do you know what type it was?
Would she? How rare is this tea? Like, is it a common brew? Is it something you've made up? Is it
It's literally Earl Grey.
Yorkshire
Earl Grey
tea.
hot?
It's like a tea endemic to this planet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Like it's a tea that you
names.
serve to new acquaintances in the high tea
Wow.
Sure,
society.
she'll name the strand.
I don't
Sure.
think this planet has a high tea society, Matt.
Every planet has a high tea society.
It probably
It's
has
just
like a
the-
local drink, right? Like,
Look, Olga doesn't know a lot. Olga isn't experienced in a lot. But when it comes to tea, Olga knows their shit.
Olga can find them secret tea circles on any planet. Yeah, I mean, she'll name the strand if it's like a local brew.
Oh, you have a good taste profile. Are we friends?
Why don't you tell me?
I would very much like to be your friend.
Then
We
yes.
would very much like to be your friend.
Yeah. Then yes, I believe we are.
Well, in that case, may we please have your com number?
She looks at you, Olga, and says, Olga, you of course remember when I said you were an AI, or inferred that.
Yes.
She
What's an
smiles.
AI?
It's moments like these that confirm that. Yes, you can.
Olga sends a friend request.
She accepts.
Okay. Yeah. I will use Oracle again. What exactly did you say, Miriam?
If I accept this job, what will happen?
If Miriam accepts this, like Olga doesn't say this, but if Miriam accepts this job, what
The
will happen?
psychic question, right?
Yeah, assuming, yeah.
Yeah. So
you can see into a week ahead, right?
Yeah.
So
A week.
Yeah.
So Olga's like inner blue eyes or red, I forget. Their inner eyes to their face, their inner face, not their
Purple.
outer face. They have two faces. No
They
big
have
deal.
3 faces.
Do they?
Yeah.
They flash a brilliant light for a second, and Olga sees something. What does Olga see, Liam?
Olga sees the same compound that you had dropped Luther off at, but this time with like a field of dead. There are corporate security leaned up against chain link fences, walls, blood splatter. Yeah.
Do I see anyone
Nice.
I notice? Recognize rather?
No.
No one I recognize?
Not here.
It's all blue suns?
From the it's hard to tell from the destroyed uniforms, but the coloring seems to be consistent.
So we haven't done this before. Am I able to combine my robot-y AI powers with like my psychic-y ones? Like, can I spend robot points to and like enhance this vision? Because it's all like tied into one, right? I've done it before, technically. Like, kind of.
Let
Not
me,
really.
let me.
Stupid weird robot stuff.
What does your robot shit give you?
So it's the thing I want to use is called query data. It's commit processing for the scene. I'm happy to commit more than that because it's using it for outside of intended purposes.
Sure.
Ask one question about the database, the vision you have access to, and get a reply as if you had virtually unlimited time to search and examine the database's contents.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll
It'll cost
for the day.
Can you commit? Yeah, I think so.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. So what are you willing to let me ask with this?
Ask a question.
Will anyone Olga cares about die from like this course of action?
I can't answer that because that's dice rolls. There is a chance. You see like flashes, I think, where sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
You see the Rick and Morty stone.
Yeah, so I guess what the question is from a mechanical standpoint, like, are the odds in our favor? Because I know it's down to dice rolls, but
Probably
like,
even.
Probably even. Okay, yeah, that's helpful. All right, so yeah, I think like Olga's eyes flash. Like flashes to white and the screen fades back and you see a field of dead corpses. One of Olga walks towards one of them, and as they get closer, they see their face and it's Miriam's face, and then Miriam walks up, or we hear a voice from behind Olga, and it's Miriam. Miriam says like, "What's the matter?" Or what? Miriam says something. Maybe we don't even hear it. Olga turns around and sees Miriam. Then we see Miriam raise her gun, shoot, and Olga turns around and sees Tail has been shot in the head by Miriam. I think we see a couple more instances of like just either Tail's alive, Miriam's dead by Tail's hands, Tail dies again, Miriam dies again, Olga dies.
In one of them, Green kills everyone.
Yeah, like we see
and I think
small montage of that.
In one of them, we see slain.
The very last scene we see is Sandy like steps up, like the scene, all of this madness kind of plays out. There's just this field of dead, and the camera kind of pans, so we see Sandy approaching the three of you, and like as quick as lightning, she flicks her gun up. Miriam drops. She flicks. Tail drops. She puts one in Olga's leg, and as Olga's like on the ground, she walks up and says, "I'm sorry," and puts two in Olga's head.
Yeah. So
then we see slain stand on top of a pile of dead bodies.
And then yeah, like it cuts back.
So maybe like Olga doesn't die in any of the things they see, but that one, like they die in that one.
Yeah.
Because the question, Olga doesn't maybe even care about themselves necessarily in that sense. So.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the flash happens. For everyone else, it's like it's just a flash, and then.
Yeah, it's no time.
It's a blink. It's a single blink.
Oh. That. Well. You think? I don't. I couldn't. What do you wish to know, Miriam?
My friend.
It's okay, Tail. We're fine.
Well,
Olga does the Doctor Strange thing. It's like, I've lived out all 9 million billion possibles. How many do we survive?
One.
How many do we die in? One.
What do you wish to know, Miriam?
I asked you if I should accept this job.
Oh, yeah.
As an AI, you know to make choices.
We're friends, correct, Sandy?
She smiles. I think so.
Well,
The Facebook page says yes.
Friends don't hurt each other, do they?
Not unless it's for their own good.
So, friends hurt each other if it's for their own good.
Sometimes.
Which friend?
Is that all friends or just some?
The better ones.
Better friends hurt each other if it's for their own good.
She nods.
Aren't you meant to protect your friends?
Not if protecting them will hurt them more.
Tail punches green.
This plays out in the background. We see tail punch green, and we're like, "What the fuck? What is that for?"
Because you're my friend. Like, I imagine that literally just happening in the background, like the camera shots focusing on Olga.
Yeah,
You can see that in the background.
We see this in the background. Yeah.
Have you hurt a friend before?
I have.
Do you regret it?
No.
We should accept the contract, Miriam.
why?
Because we're friends, and she'll only hurt us if it's for our own good.
You realize she's a human, right? She lies.
What do you mean?
You're
Humans
a human.
lie all the time.
Why would they do that?
Because it's to their advantage. We barely know her.
Do all humans lie?
Of course. I've lied to you, you've lied to me, everybody lies.
I've never lied to you. Why? We've never lied to you.
Are you sure? Search your database. I'm pretty sure you have lied to me. At least once.
I don't think they have.
Hmm.
Like, I just don't think Olga that wasn't a concept Olga knew before. Like, lying wasn't like you tell your friends the truth. You say what is. You don't.
Yeah, the data is the data. The facts are the facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Augur, if I told you the sky was green, would you believe me?
Is the sky green?
Of course
The
not.
planet I
it's
was
not
born
this
on
one.
was green.
On some on some planets it is green.
Yeah.
The planet
Some
I was,
worlds, the atmosphere is slightly different.
the
reflects
planet I
light
was
slightly
born on
different.
had a green sky.
I guess in that case, then it would depend where you are. If you were on Tails' homeworld, it would be true. If you are on Terra or Earth, it would not.
What's
Ah.
Earth?
Doesn't have an atmosphere anymore.
Now,
Yeah.
There is a
Put
planet
your-
called New
So,
Terra, though.
I think all
There is a
information
planet called New
Olga
Terra.
has on Earth is like old videos and movies and stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Like they don't have any
Oh.
videos or images from New Earth.
put yourself in Sarah's shoes. Yes? She has been tasked by her employer to hire enough muscle to acquire the box. The box.
Who's Sarah? That's Sandy.
Oh, right. Sorry, Sandy. Take Sandy's position. She has been hired to
Sandy's-
acquire a box.
When you say sorry, Sandy, she smiles. She says, "It's fine. It's not actually my name."
I know.
What is your name? I thought it was Sandy.
Sandy.
But you just
may
said it
call her
wasn't
Sandy.
Sandy.
See?
You should meet our friend God.
You see, Augur, she doesn't even give you her real name. Now,
Sandy,
she's been tasked with her employer to acquire us, or at least to acquire enough muscle to achieve her objective, which is the box. The box that we just expended some ammunition and a bit of effort to send to a building that was supposedly safe.
I didn't do anything.
Well, you did something.
so all humans lie. Even Sandy? Even you?
Of course, I've lied to you at least twice.
Oh.
I don't lie.
So not all humans do lie? Because Tail doesn't lie.
Sometimes we bend the facts. Uh, it's called a white lie. It's less lying and more interpreting things to your advantage.
How can you bend a fact? It either is or it isn't a fact.
Well, when we did the mission to Pluto Station, what was the fact in front of us?
You mean the plague?
Tail wanders off.
Wow. Augur, I think we need to. I think we need to take you to trip downtown. I think we need to see some girls and some men, maybe, and they can explain to you what lying really is. It's yeah, it's like physics. There's a metaspace under it.
Oh. We would very much be intrigued to do this.
Sandy,
Regardless, we should take the contract. Because Sandy's our friend, and Mr. Luther didn't want to be our friend.
That is true.
Augur, what do friends do?
They help each other.
Has Sandy helped us?
Yes.
How?
Sandy taught us something new. And said thank you for the tea.
I believe your priorities are different than mine.
You don't say.
You're just getting this now?
Well, regardless, it would be bad if I got affiliated with the wrong side of the law.
Again.
Sandy says, "You've already killed people."
Oh, well, on the streets, defending my property, it was simply business.
And yet you are doing things here that, if brought to the light of corporate authorities, would not shine well in your favor.
Ah, here we come. You will serve me with the book of the law
No.
if I do not acquiesce to your coup d'etat.
She shakes her head. No.
Well, I get to kill people.
Miriam's very good at that.
Hmm.
That is why I'm here.
Ah. Hmm. But at the same time, I could go to your opponent and ask for a better contract.
You-
I suppose he wouldn't hire me. Maybe he would.
He might, if you tell him that a group of mercenaries is about to attack his facility. Might. But then I'm afraid I'd
Well,
have to kill you. And Olga. And Tail.
Tail's
I
gone.
wouldn't want to have to do that.
that assumes you would be able to kill us. Sarah, you are a nice person. I don't know. I'm confused.
She stands. So she sat while you and
How much?
Okay. Yeah.
How much am I getting paid?
She says the total take will depend on the outcome of the operation, but we'd be willing to offer 2,000 as a base payment, with more to follow depending on the outcome.
I see.
And the favor of a corporation that might be in your best interest to be sided with.
Does this corporation have a name?
Not right now.
Tail wanders back in with a disposable cup full of coffee.
Heresy.
It's produced from like the shit, like it's crap, like it's bad instant coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tail's a bad friend. This is hurting all of them. It's not hurting them would hurt them more. No.
I should mention Tails never drunk any of your tea.
Wow.
Figures
Now
rude.
you're really hurting his feelings.
It's unnecessary. Jeez.
I've said that every time he's offered me tea.
It doesn't make it sting any less.
Fine. I will shoot some bad guys for you. For 20,000. Plus bonus. I will need some mission parameters. And hopefully some way to avoid breaking all of the laws. If you have them.
She nods. I'm holding a briefing. And she like pulls out a compad, does something and like flicks. And like you get a bleep of an incoming like notification on your screen.
Yeah, I open my screen.
Yeah. She says, be here at the time specified. I'll let you know. You can see the rest of the crew. I'll introduce you to those it is necessary for you to know, and I'll brief everyone.
Right. Pleasure to be friends with you.
A pleasure. And Olga,
Yes, Sandy.
you're muted.
Yes, Sandy.
Thank you again for the tea.
Well, you should thank him for more than the tea.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was lovely to meet you.
She smiles and turns and leaves.
Goodbye.
So,
Does
So-
Tails say that?
Yeah.
So the meeting time is tomorrow, early mid morning, at a location not too far from where you are. It's probably afternoon on this planet. The planet is relatively close to Earth's. It's probably 25-hour. I'm saying 24. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Before we go to that meeting, Teo wants to do something.
Yeah,
yeah.
go for it. This is
If
the
anyone-
opportunity for anyone
Yeah.
who wants to do something to do stuff. So
If anybody's paying close enough attention to Teo, they'd probably see her about to leave the ship. Either you watching her?
Wow. Augur, I'll let you handle that.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
need
Olga,
to take a break and get some water.
Olga follows at a distance. Just walks after, like, doesn't. Yeah, just walks, leaves the ship with a.
She
Doesn't come any closer to you.
she walks around and reading every sign she walks by until eventually she finds something that looks of an interest to her and goes down a small side alley where there appears to be some kind of psychic school or like academy kind of thing.
Cool.
yeah, I mean, there's nothing big.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's probably something. It's probably less an academy or a school than like a resident psychic selling his services. Yeah.
She walks up to the door and stares at it for a moment before knocking.
Like it's a shop door. It says open on it. You
Then
as
she
you
goes in
knock,
then.
as you knock, it like swings open slightly and like a little bell sounds. Go in.
Yeah, she goes in, looks around.
Okay. Yeah, I think the guy behind the counter smiles. He says, welcome. Welcome. And how can I be of assistance today?
Hello, my name is Tail. You are a psychic?
He smiles. I am. I am. And let me guess. Boy, got your heart? Want to know if he'll be the one?
No.
No, no. Maybe you want to know when the one will come. Is he around the corner? Is he on another planet? Does your destiny lie somewhere else?
No, that's not what I want either. Can you help me learn? Something's wrong with me.
He looks you up and down. He says, it doesn't look like it. To me, you seem fine.
My friend said otherwise. When we connected, he was hurt.
You have your own psychic potential.
I speak into his mind, saying yes.
He smiles and says, well, I hate to say it, but the connection like yours is not my specialty.
What can you do?
I can give you glimpses of what will happen.
My robot can do that.
He smiles like indulgently.
Sure, it can.
He says, yeah, if you say so.
I want to know more about the void.
The Maelstrom? Then you'd have to go to an academy.
Isn't this an academy? She looks around.
He smiles. He's no. Small backwater like this. Doesn't have an academy on it. I'm a purveyor of my wares, like anyone else.
Huh. Okay then. Goodbye.
You sure I can't interest you in a reading of your future?
I read his future for the next minute.
What does that give you? Yeah.
I just let you see it.
Demonstrate a brief vision related to a question. What are you? Yeah, what's the question you're asking?
Something incredibly stupid, but
Oh my god, it's like if he tells me about the future, what will he tell me so that I will tell him what he told me?
yes, I do. I do exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Does that
What
call
will
So,
he
it
tell
a
me?
back loop?
I mean, he tells like he if you did ask, he would tell you that like a friend is awaiting, like nearby.
What a useless psychic.
You're going to tell me my friend is outside.
Am I?
Yes.
Hmm.
My friend's a
Well,
robot.
he nods. I'm sure he is. Well, if he's waiting, you don't want to keep him waiting. I'm
He
sure.
doesn't mind.
Still,
Okay. You are useless. Goodbye.
and you leave.
Yep.
What do you do?
I go out the door and instantly run into Augur, who I assume is standing on the door.
It's like August just standing in front of the door, and the door swings open, and this dude catches a glimpse of like the auger, which is like
Yeah.
a strange thing to behold. Oh, that crazy person was telling the truth. Yeah, we
Hello,
should
Augur.
for you. Hi, Tail.
He was useless.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
He doesn't know of the void.
He doesn't know of the maelstrom.
He knows of it, but he can't help me.
What help do you need?
Understanding.
Oh, that's what I want to do as well. That's what we want to do as well.
You do?
Of course. Maelstrom is intriguing.
It's very loud.
Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it?
No, it hurts.
Oh, I can do that, I suppose.
He said I need to find an academy. What's an academy?
1 second.
You actually Googling the definition?
1 second. A school for special instruction. I
Oh.
knew that. Could have just said that.
Do you know any academies?
Olga begins to list every known academy in his database.
What's the most expensive famous to psychic like academy, not psychic academy, just academy.
Just academy in general.
Yeah.
Mars probably.
Mars Academy.
There's the Martian Institute.
The Martian Institute. It's quite famous.
I don't think we can go there.
On
I don't know
Mars?
where there is.
We came from, I believe it's in the Sol system.
I don't remember.
That's okay. We will
Everything was
remember for you.
blurry.
That's all right. Things were.
I feel like that. I don't know. Everything is loud.
Even now,
Always.
when we were traveling here, were things the same kind of loud?
She takes a moment to think. No.
Better loud or worse loud or just different?
Different and more.
Better.
No.
No?
I don't know.
I think the void calls to you.
The void speaks through me.
Speaks through all of us.
I hear its voice. It told me he would tell me that you will be at the door.
I love the concept of that. I didn't use the psychic power to know what was happening. I used it to figure out.
I'm never going to use Oracle for anything useful.
I didn't ask Oracle what was going to happen. I asked Oracle what the precog was going to tell me was going to happen. He used
great.
his psychic ability.
It's great.
It makes perfect sense.
It's just, yeah.
It's terrible.
What do you mean it talks to you?
Is there anything else anyone wants to do in the time between?
Not that I can think of.
No, I just walk around
Miriam?
with tail.
Green, you are a good judge of character. What do you think of this Sophia, this Sarah, this military
Sandy.
bullshitter?
Who are you talking to?
Green.
Green leans. He's probably still in the mess hall. He kind of leans
Yep.
deeper into his chair. Says, "Listen, Cap. I let you do the thinking. That is not what you pay me for."
I should probably have killed her. Right here.
Probably.
Now it gets complicated. I have
Sure
to
does.
go shoot a bunch of guys, then shoot some more guys, get shot at.
Possibly die.
Get paid maybe, unless she decides, well, the job's done, so maybe I kill you now.
Why are you doing it if you don't think you'll get paid in the end? Just leave. Hell, Short Blue Sun will give you some money for telling them it's on its way. Maybe even helping them fight it off.
Double trouble, eh? Yeah. I don't know how to. Well, I do possibly. I could contact Luther Bunsley.
We don't have his number. He never
I
gave
have
it to us.
I have his name.
We have his work address.
Yeah.
Send him a letter.
Yeah. I think I.
Send him a formal letter.
Yeah. FedEx comes the next morning and they're just opening the letter and they're just like, "Oh, what's this letter to?" It's to Luther Barnsley. And he just opens it and there's like, "Hi, Luther. There's going to be an attack."
It was clearly the letter would be clearly written by Augur, so it would be done in very fancy calligraphy.
You know what? I think you are right. I think I've taken the job, so I will do the job. But I can also get some money by warning them. Play both
Playing both
sides.
sides.
Yeah. Who gives a shit, right?
Wouldn't that make not dying a little bit harder?
Nah.
Well,
Decide whoever wins. Get the money from them.
well, you're the boss. Anyway, I'll just be sitting here, guarding the ship.
I should think you would want to sample the sites, check out the local vineyards, go drink yourself to death or something.
Yeah, he kind of like raises like his chin. He says, "I may have covered these, but you can still see them." Kind of see like underneath his shitty prison tats, you see like the scrolling number of like his indentured servitude debt.
Yeah,
And too many people coming from the same ship, all wearing scarves. Little suspicious.
I agree. But that is your problem, and I cannot fix it.
He smiles. Well, got enough booze on this ship to drink me half to death. Think I'll be fine.
I imagine that one of the rooms is literally just full of, like, bedrooms is full of booze.
The ship can synthesize it. It's fine.
Yeah, well, that's more funny, though.
We were paid with booze one time.
Yeah, he's stockpiled it just in case the ship systems ever go down.
Exactly.
All right. Anything else we need to see before you're gonna go warn Blue Suns?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm doing the worst thing ever, but hey, fuck it.
Miriam, do you want to talk?
Sure thing. You have done so much talking lately. Why don't you sit down and explain to me how this works?
How what works?
This talking thing that you keep doing.
Well, I move my mouth and push air out, and it makes sound.
That's precisely what it does, yes. It doesn't make anything else. You don't make sense. You don't. Yeah, it's just sounds. Air pushed out of your mouth. So, push some more air. Yeah?
Like, really goes over her head. I wanted to ask you, who are you?
What do you mean, who I am?
I know nothing about you.
I know nothing about you. Welcome to the club.
I know nothing about me either. I want to learn about you. Why are you here?
Well, this is my ship, no? You are the stowaways.
I'm. That's she's very confused and says, "That's not what I meant. I want to know about your past."
What's my past to you?
I think it would help me understand you better.
Well, that's one of us. I don't understand you.
I
And
can
I
tell
don't
you
think
my
I
past
would
if you
want
want.
I don't think I want to know.
I get
It
that a
sounds-
lot.
Sounds pretty bad. I look at you and I see someone who doesn't have anything.
No. I have Ethan and Green.
Not really. Green is setting himself up as, I don't know, future captain. Maybe if I die. Ethan is he would probably be dead without you.
I'd be dead without him.
Well, I suppose you have that in common.
You'd be dead without Ethan?
No.
Then how do we have that in common?
Well, he was kind of pathetic, and I didn't want to kill him. And because I didn't want to kill him, I didn't kill you. So it sort of made itself up.
I see, I think. So, who were you?
Well, you keep using that word again. Who? And where? I am.
You are now, but you weren't. You aren't what you were before.
Of course I am. I am always what I am. I was born this way.
You were born a 40-year-old woman?
No. I was born this way. I do because I am. I am a weapon. I kill people.
I thought you were a merchant,
Well, I am a merchant, yes.
but you're a weapon.
Well, what do you think keeps this ship safe? I pilot it.
A really big
These
gun on the
skills-
outside.
Well, a ship is a weapon. You can fly it around. You can shoot at people with it.
People keep saying you were a executor.
Sure.
Is
That is
that
what
a
I do.
merchant or is that a weapon?
It is like police.
I don't like the police.
Well, that's probably because you have a fucked up, you know, everything.
I was kidnapped.
Well, you see, Martians do things differently. Yeah, we make um, we make the world a better place. We don't trust too much in computers, and we like things to be made out of flesh, like human parts.
Then why do you keep Augur?
Ship wouldn't really work without him. He came with. Well, he was here when I went into the ship.
I could work the ship.
Well, true, but you just came recently, and I don't want your baggage. If I had to pick between you, I would just kill you, throw you out, and keep Augur because
I don't
Augur
have
has
any
no problem.
bags.
You have lots of bags.
No, my room is empty.
Yes, but you were kidnapped, and the people who did so are after you. Yes,
Yes.
they have marked you out for their property, and will try to take you back sometime. Maybe not now.
I don't
Augur,
like
he
those
has
people.
none of this. Yeah. Well, that is not my problem who you like. Augur, he has none of that. He is just Augur.
Augur has
So-
his own baggage, as you call it.
What do you mean?
He's told me he wants knowledge. He wants to know everything.
Well, that's an AI for you, eh? They are vacuum of knowledge.
He says he knows the maelstrom. The maelstrom itself is heavy and loud.
Look, this is the noise coming out of your mouth that I do not understand.
No, that's me talking. This is the maelstrom, and I connect you and just let the static go into your head, unless you resist.
Oh. I mean, I do resist. Yes,
Roll a mental save.
I suppose I will. Oh God.
You just hear like loud, static, almost voice sounding stuff.
Yeah, that's not very pleasant. Can you please stop?
I don't know how.
Well, I can stop it. And she pulls out a gun.
Several seconds later, it just stops by itself.
Roll a d2, Tao.
I win.
Blood trickles from your nose, Miriam. You suffer 1 point of damage.
Ah.
Are you okay?
Give me one reason I shouldn't put a bullet in your head and put you out the airlock.
Dale backs away slowly and leaves the room.
10, 9,
Yeah, she leaves the room.
7, 1.
I said she left the room.
Am I still hearing the static?
No,
I'm
you do
starting
hear.
to
You do
think,
hear a very quiet "sorry" though.
I'm starting to think that my problems all started when these people arrived.
Yeah, that's all.
She takes a handkerchief and like puts it in her nose.
Yeah, and it's just like a trickle of blood. Like you wipe it away and it's done.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's your plan, Miriam?
So, well,
Are you gonna?
I'm gonna talk with Harold first because this is
Yep.
going to be complicated.
Yeah, right.
Augur, I have something I want to run by you. Yes.
Of course.
Poor Matt. He's muted.
He's
Am I-
struggling. There we go. You good?
So, I'm not muted, but Zoom is having
Yes,
trouble
you
picking
are.
me up for some reason.
You actually believe that?
Wait,
But-
did any of
Now
you
you
hear
can-
that?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not muted. Zoom just thinks I am. For
Now
some
we
reason.
can't.
No.
Now we can't.
Is that
I
better?
think Matt broke himself.
Nope.
Is that better?
I'm so confused right now.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. Nothing happened. Can you hear me?
We could hear you before, Matt. I was making a joke.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm not muted though. It's
As you-
Zoom.
As
Like Zoom's
as
fucked me up.
everyone can clearly see, this is a very professional organization,
But
and
it's Zoom.
we
Uh,
do things well.
Is it
We've
better
never
now?
been good at this. Yes, we
Yeah,
can hear you.
definitely.
You're fine.
I
Can
already
you hear
know I'm
us?
Fine. Yeah, I can hear everyone. It's fine.
Yep. Where do we
Um,
find Augur?
It's hot.
In their room.
All right.
Like, yeah.
So
you-
Miriam walks into your room.
yeah, it's
and
just
she
a mess.
says,
There's stuff
"Augur,
everywhere.
Augur, we need to talk. Yeah.
Of course. How can we help?
Last time we did big operation. I expected you to do things, and you fucked me. This time, I have come before you so that this does not happen. Yes.
I don't. We don't understand.
Last time, I expected you to perform certain things, and you did not do them. Instead, you fucked us. And lots of people died. And you did it. instead of me.
You saying that the deaths of the people of Pluto Station were our fault?
Well, sort of, in a matter.
We tried to
They were
save
dead
them.
already. They were dead already. You said the station would blow up. Yes?
Only if we failed, which we did.
Yes. Why did you think we failed, yeah?
We don't know. God was not. No, God helped. So we don't know.
How to say this? When we went into the computer room, I expected you to do a certain thing. Maybe it wasn't clear to you. I expected you to solve some problems, but you did not solve those problems, and you did not do what I expected you to do. Instead, you said everything was fine. We went back to God, and nothing had changed.
We're not a mind reader. What did you expect us to do?
To solve the problem of God and the people being his prisoners.
How would we have done that? It was a very
We
complex
do not know.
situation.
Yes, we did not know, but we expected you to at least solve it in a fashion to remove one part of the equation, either God, his ability to control people, or the people.
That sounds very complex. We're not sure how we would
It
have done
wasn't
that.
very complex. It's not very complex. I have several ways you could have done it in my head.
Such as? We would
You
love
could
to hear
have,
them.
yes, okay. I will list them out for you. You could have ventilated the entire space station.
Oh no. Everyone would have died.
Yes, exactly. So the people got held hostage, no longer his hostage. They were dead.
But then they would be dead. And we would have
Yes.
failed.
No.
Yes. People dying is bad, Miriam.
How to say this? They were already dead. If we could not solve the equation, then them being around is just liability. They were walking corpses.
They were only walking corpses if we failed.
Yes. But instead of solving the problem so that we succeeded, we were only meeting failure.
That is unfortunate.
How to say this? When we go to Sarah tomorrow,
You mean
and
Sandy?
I assume whatever her name. When we go tomorrow to this briefing, she is going to make some mission statements. It's like, we are going into this place to get the box. Or we are going into this place to take the box. Yes? You expect her to say something like that?
We have no idea what she will say.
Well, assume that this is like the salvage of Pluto Station. We are going in to this place to solve this puzzle. Now,
I don't think we can ventilate the. We're on a planet.
no, that was one example. Like, you have to look at this as the facts. The facts are this, and this, and we need to achieve this result. And to achieve this result, some things must be prioritized, like our safety, or not be unduly bothered by the law in the aftermath.
Are you asking us to break the law?
Well, she is going to ask us to break the law.
Oh no. That's terrible.
Well, she's your friend. Did you not expect her to ask us to break the law?
No. We
Well,
could get hurt. Oh.
Fortunately, we have her own words that if we are friends, we must sometimes do something that hurts them to be real friends. Yes.
That's not what she said.
What did she say then?
Well, friends sometimes hurt each other. But
Yes.
only if not hurting them would hurt them more.
Well, see,
So you're saying if we don't break the law, we'll be hurt more?
well, yes. Sort of.
How?
Um, well, if we don't tell the people whom she is attacking that she is attacking and when, then they will probably get taken by surprise. Yes.
That's good, yes?
Well, true. It is good for them,
Aren't
but
we attacking as well?
perhaps, probably.
Isn't that what she's paying us for? For your skills
That
as an
is-
executioner?
Yes, but if we told them to that this mercenary would come, then things would get harder.
Why would you want to make your job harder?
Why not? Sometimes friends hurt each other's.
But in this case, you're hurting yourself. And you can't
Well, I
be your
would
own
be
friend.
gaining. I could sell this information to Blue Sun's hypertech. Yes.
Why?
So I would get paid if they failed.
But you're the one in the assault. If they fail,
Well,
that means you die.
no, as a person with large gun, very far away, I can make sure to slip away.
They're paying
So,
us 20,000 credits, yes?
plus bonus if things get achieved well. Yes.
Do you think Blue Suns is going to pay us 20,000 credits plus bonus for information?
No, but and I say this with some measure of respect for this Sarah and her organization.
Sandy.
Yes, that's her name. If we trespass on the Blue Sun area without permission, that is very serious. It is a corporate crime. However, if we secure permission from Blue Suns ahead of time, we at least have some measure of legality to be there.
Miriam,
Yes?
friends are honest with each other, and you're my friend, our friend.
Are we? That's nice.
This plan is bad.
How so?
Well, you're selling out. You value money, yes? Quite a lot?
Money is currency, yes.
That is literally, yes. Yes. You
Well,
are giving up more money for less money for no reason other to make your life more hard.
Well, not
Are you a
exactly.
masochist?
Sort of. Sort of. You see, Blue Sun's Hypertech has already paid me money for doing things. Sarah has not paid me any money.
But she said she would.
Yes. But she could be lying to me.
Oh, she would do that.
She already lied about her name.
That's because she's human.
Well, we humans have a special ability. It's called hedging our bets. So, if we tell Blue Sun's Hypertech in good time, we secure some legal permissions to fire, to shoot at, yeah, to shoot at Blue Suns. Then Sarah will die, maybe. Maybe Sarah's goons will die. And we get paid.
This is how we die.
What do you mean?
and Tail and I, and we, rather. This is why Sandy will kill us. Because you sell her out.
You cannot know that.
Of course we can.
So what would you rather do, eh? Break the law, hope Sarah follows through? That
Well,
doesn't sound like a good strategy.
Miriam, we will follow your lead. But this Sandy, her name is Sandy. This Sandy person is very confident. And humans are not confident by nature. I don't think. We don't think. So she has a reason to be confident. You're confident. You have a reason to be confident. You're very dangerous.
Yes, I have trust in my abilities.
That means she has trust in her abilities, her connections, maybe her influence or power.
Okay, that makes sense.
Liam, Blue Suns is not big shit, right?
No, that's small fry.
Not huge. No.
Are they on multiple planets?
Yeah.
Blue Suns is not confident. Or they shouldn't be confident. They aren't impressive as entities go.
No, I suppose
We think
not.
that Sandy is more dangerous than Blue Suns. Making them angry on a small... This is like, how big is this city?
A couple of millions, right?
No, a few
Mutilating.
thousands.
Oh, there you go.
Like, this is one of the smaller cities on this planet, right?
There aren't other cities on this planet.
Oh, this is the only place
Planet
on this
is a
whole planet?
shithole.
This is a shithole planet?
Planet is a shithole.
Yeah, that's the first thing he said about this planet.
I thought he said there were multiple cities on the planet and we just landed on a
There are
shithole
two.
city.
They're just kind of like right next to each other.
Right. Are they operated both by Blue Suns?
This isn't a Blue Suns planet, no.
Okay, so there's another
They just
city
have an
that isn't.
office here.
Yeah, Blue Suns just operate, yeah.
Okay. Is the other city's security also Blue Suns?
Well, no, the security in the city isn't Blue Suns. None of the only security that the Blue Suns is the Blue Suns corporate office.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that does. Blue Suns is not all that powerful. Whereas Sandy and her people, we think they are.
No. She hired some goons to ambush the man in the road. If she was powerful, she would just have the spaceport officials arrest him.
That only means she does not have influence. It doesn't mean she's not powerful. Her
I
people
suppose
might
not.
not have influence on this planet.
Well, we have some hours. We could try to find out.
If you wish. But what I am saying, what we are saying, is that because you are our friend, we will break the law. And we could maybe stop security response to the Blue Suns headquarters. Stop you from getting in trouble. Stop us from getting in trouble. I don't think the security of the city is going to care all that much. Blue Suns isn't that big. All I'm saying is that you value money. There's someone who's very confident and is offering you a lot of money. She might not give you the money, but you're confident in your abilities, so you could probably make her give you the money or do some other things if she doesn't.
I suppose. Yeah. I don't like Sarah, okay?
She's
I
our
don't
friend.
like her.
What's not to like?
No, she is not my friend. She's your friend.
That's what I said. That's what we said. She's our friend.
No, she's not our friend. She's your friend. You
Yes,
made her your
she's-
friend.
She's our friend.
You didn't even place conditions on being friends. Only that she befriend you.
Friendship doesn't require conditions.
Of course it does. Friendship is a trade. It's a trade of
No,
trust. It
that would
is,
be a business partnership. We did not want to be business partners with Sandy. We wanted to be friends.
Yes, friendship is very brave. It is acknowledging that this person may be full of shit, but I will trust them anyway.
We trust Sandy
Well,
that she will fulfill
do
her end
not.
of the bargain.
I do not trust Sandy. I do not
Hmm.
think she will fulfill her end of the bargain. I think she will screw me.
Would you like me to find out? Would you like us to find out?
For a second, I thought you were going to say, "Would you like me to screw you?"
Sure. Why don't you try to find out?
If we succeed on completing the contract, will Sandy and her people pay us? Will we get paid?
Yes.
The agreed amount?
That's not what you asked.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
we will get paid.
I am going to trust you.
As things stand right now, if we complete the contract, we will get paid. The time is... Well, it's time.
Conditions are as they are. Fine. But do not come to me tomorrow if we don't get paid and say that things are okay.
Can I say something that you won't like?
Yes.
You, Tail, Ethan, Green, and we are alive. Things will be okay.
If she fucks me, I will shoot her.
We would hope not. Shooting friends is bad.
Sometimes
Unless
you
it
hurt
would
your
hurt her
friends.
more not to shoot her.
Oh yes, yes, it totally would.
Are we done?
Mm. I still don't like her.
That's okay. She's only our friend.
Yes.
So, after all that,
Oh my god.
Miriam,
Yep.
are you gonna go tell Blue Suns anyway?
I need to find some extra legal way to do so. I'm gonna hire a lawyer. Fuck it. I'm going to
Yeah,
hire
okay.
a fucking lawyer.
Nut, I'm
Yeah,
curious.
yeah.
I have a question.
I mean, they for sure exist in the spaceport. You can go to the spaceport and
Could-
get that easily.
Could Augur roll high enough on a like persuasion roll to convince you to not sell out Sandy?
Oh my god. I mean, you've already convinced me that if I sold her out, that would be bad.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to hire a lawyer to make sure that whatever trouble I end up in, that it's not bad.
Sure.
Yeah. You've also convinced me that this is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
This is glorious.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely like there are definitely lawyers in the spaceport.
Oh yeah, but I don't want a shady lawyer. I want like really good lawyer.
Yeah, that's why it's the spaceport and not some back alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to find myself a fast lawyer. I
Yeah,
suppose.
okay. Let's see how well you do. I guess just roll me a luck save.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you find someone. You walk into their office and someone greets you at the desk and says, "Hello, ma'am. How can we help you today?"
Ah. All right. Good. I have been approached by persons unknown to facilitate a business contract, and I am not sure how legitimate they are. And they are going to ask me to break a lot of laws. So I want to know how big shit I am in.
Well, that depends.
And I will just start listing different things like shootouts, shootout in public square, shootout in corporate territory, violation of corporate, yeah, stuff like that. Like
Yeah, so I mean,
I will cite a bunch of laws.
You get through all of it, and the person's like, yes. The pertinent question is, are you doing damage in any way to a corporation that might hold sway here? Someone or some ones who provide a service or product that benefits this community in any way that people higher up the food chain might be upset about.
As far as I know, this corporation does not supply vital services, and they are small.
I understand if you don't want to specify details, but if you were to tell me who, I could give you more of an idea.
Yes, Blue Sun's Hypertech.
How much do you know about Blue Suns and about Dawn?
I know another timeline they mass-produce drugs.
As far as I know, they are a pharmacy company. They do in medicine and biotech. But Dawn is an outpost, and they sort of just use it as their dumping ground? Question mark. I'm not sure.
Dawn is a planet with a barely human habitable biosphere. Blue Suns are a corporation that specializes in the medical needs and facilities that allow humanity on such worlds. They aren't big, they aren't important, really, not to most people. All the big corporations just go to planets with human habitable biospheres. Do you know how many colony ships passed over Dawn before one actually decided to stop here? But to a place like Dawn, Blue Suns are a corporation that provide a vital service. They provide the ability to continue to exist.
That makes sense. So what you are saying is it's bad.
Well, that depends how much money you have.
Um, how much money is required?
The lawyer stops for a moment and kind of ponders and says, well, that would depend how much damage you were to do. If you were to do enough damage to force Blue Suns away from this world, the corporations here would probably want enough to recoup their losses, which would be the value of the colony and the mines it holds. So probably more than any of us have. If you were to merely hinder Blue Sun's production, well, it depends.
Well, I can't know for certain until after the things have happened. But
The lawyer kind of shrugs. Well, neither can I.
yes, you see, the person of whom I have been contacted by seemed to indicate they worked for a bigger fish.
The lawyer stops again and says, well, bigger fish are all well and good, but like I said, do you know how many bigger fish swam past this pond before one finally decided to stop?
All right. How would I discreetly inform said on this planet? I am not familiar with this planet. How could I perhaps discreetly be hired by Blue Suns to solve their problem for them?
You could have a contract drawn up by an intermediary.
Yes.
Like us.
Like some lawyer.
Like some lawyer. They smile broadly at you.
Yes. So I think I will do that.
Okay. So you wish us to draw up a contract for Blue Suns? To do
Yes.
what exactly?
Well, you see, Blue Suns doesn't know it yet, but they are about to get attacked by mercenary forces. Their compound will be raided, and they will acquire certain properties that Blue Suns have on their compound. They will hire me to take part in this raid and make sure that the raid is successful and that the goods that they are escaping with look like the ones they are supposed to escape with.
I see.
And make sure that Blue Sun's interests are preserved to the fullest. That it's capable of, given the amount of leverage the big fish has to deliver upon them. I think it is safe to say that trickery is best.
And that makes sense to me.
Yes. let's see. I will mention. Let's see the guy by name. Let's see.
Mr. Luther.
Yeah. So I mention Luther's name and say recently brought certain cargo to the facility in question, and we have reason to believe this is the target. This cargo is the target of this raid. More details, perhaps pending.
Okay. All right. Let's look. Money makes anything happen.
Yep.
In SA universe. So let's figure out how much this is going to cost you. Do you want to roll me? You convince me. Convince me on a roll.
Well, it is
Because
either
my fallback is trade. So convince me on a
Yep.
roll that isn't trade.
I mean, I'm fine with trade. I
Yep.
can assume administer works as well.
Yeah,
But
either
it's
or.
it's the same.
Yep.
It's the same either way.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm sorry about this, guys, but I'm feeling really sick.
You're right, man.
Head off.
Basically, yeah, we're gonna end before the meeting anyway, so the meeting's gonna be
Yeah.
first thing next
Okay,
week.
I can wait till that then.
Oh, you're right. You can there's not gonna be much more happening this evening, so if you need to go, you need to go, man.
All right, thanks. Sorry about this. I'm just not feeling well.
You're good,
Thank you,
dude.
bro.
Yes.
See you, man.
Yeah. So I am partially adept at maneuvering through this legal loopholes.
Yeah, for sure. So I think, yeah, okay. I think they can come to an arrangement for probably about 1,000 credits.
Yeah, I'll pay
Relatively
1,000
cheap
credits.
for contract and actually delivering it and make sure it stays relatively confidential.
Yep, I'll pay 1,000.
Yeah, for sure. And can you roll me another luck, please?
Oh god. Okay. I am the luckiest person alive.
You are lucky, just but lucky. Okay, cool. All right. So I think that takes us back to the ship, and that's where we're gonna end it for tonight. We'll
Awesome.
start next time on the meeting with Sandy. Definitely tell her your name. And yeah, we'll take it from there.
So, a couple notes before next session. At the start of next session, some of us need to roll HP because we leveled to 3 at the end of last session, which was 3 months ago, so we forgot. And also, should me and Nut do goals now, and you can do it with Quack during the week?
We'll
So
do it at the start of next
So
session.
the
so that
reason I
you can do it
ask
with Quack
is so
as
we
well.
can prepare goals for next week in advance.
I mean, you can prepare goals anyway.
Yeah.
Considering none of you are gonna level from these goals, it doesn't change anything.
Right. Okay.
Oh man.
So we'll do them. We can do them together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shoutouts.
Nada.
Nada.
If you're watching on YouTube, check out Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, check out YouTube. Simple.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, with that, thank you very much for watching inaugural 2020 episode 3 of the new campaign. I'm still very much enjoying it, even though we took a massive break. I think we should be back next week the same time. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Sounds about right.
All right. Well, we're going to head off. So we'll see you next time. Peace.